Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today I'm gonna talk about the fear, especially when you challenge something new. This fear comes in your head, and you have the conversation in your head like, what if XYZ? What if I fail? What if I make myself stupid in front of people? What if it didn't go well? What if? And this is scary. I've been through that all the time. And this voice, demon's voice, is always there when you try to do something different or new, because it's unknown area, and this voice is telling you to stay put where you are at and just be happy with where you're at and don't do anything different. And when you listen to the voice, the fear voice, it really prevents you from going forward. Because it's scary, you don't want to expose yourself to the unknown, risky world. But humans have this pleasure from growing. Humans get pleasure from changing things for the better and learning and living the best versions of you, or the living your potentials. When you explore that area, the fear will come with it, and you just accept that's the way it is, and you don't think too much about it. And as if like when you become a parent, the worries comes with it. It's just like a set menu, and you cannot avoid it. It's just a part of it. It's just part of the process of being a parent to worry, because it's just the way it is. But you don't focus too much on it. Otherwise, you make yourself crazy and you can't really enjoy it. But it's always running in the back of your head, right? But you learn to focus on the good things and good outcomes, right? You care, you love, you cherish all those moments and the crazy times, and you go crazy together and cry, all those things, right? So the challenge is the same thing. The fear will come together, and the trick is to how far you want to push it. Go beyond this comfort zone of yours. And if you have the choice to stay, which is fine, totally fine. You don't have to do all those challenges throughout your life, and your soul will live forever. So you have this time, you have this limited lifetime on this earth, this time, and you might want to do certain things in your life. You might have a big dream. You might have big desire that you want to chase, but this fear might be preventing you from going forward. And you just let the fear control your life. That's okay too, that's your choice. But if you don't want that, the trick is to look at the both sides. This whole universe, the earth, has two or dual dimensions. So when you know what the light is, you know what the darkness is. When you know what's tasty and yummy, you know what's disgusting. When you know the up, you have the down. When you have left and right, forward, backwards. So everything has both sides. So when you have this fear, we tend to focus on one side only. What if I fail? What if something happens if I do this, what if this happens? But also you need to look at other side of it. What if I didn't do this? Do I regret? What if I didn't do this? Am I satisfied with what it is now? What if I didn't do this? I get frustrated or regret? What if I didn't do this? X, Y, Z. So you have both sides to look at. So give the fair view of both sides, and then think to yourself. And when you challenge something, this fear comes with it, like anything big to anything small, because challenge is something you do jump into the unknown, risky world, and you will figure out as you go, but you don't really know that from the start. So you get really fearful, you just feel so lost, and you're timid, and you want to just hide back to where you're at. But when you feel that's not where you're supposed to be, like you feel frustrated to be, the hiding part of, when you feel, frustrated when you're hiding, that means that you are ready to go forward and go after this challenge. And you just don't know until you do it. And along the way, you learn things, you meet things who know and give you advice, and you elevate yourself, you elevate your conscious levels to be more aware of what's happening, what's available for you, and what's capable that, for you. And you reach the potential of yours, and you can really version up your level of performance, and you literally become the best version of you. But if you stay where you're at, that means you're doing the same thing again and again, so that produces the same results over and over. If you want to change something, you need to do something different so that results would be different. So for instance, if you want to change the habit of eating for the healthy, for instance, maybe you eat less of cookies. Maybe you had finished the whole box in a day, maybe you will finish just half, you leave the half for the next day. So you do something different to get the different results. So if you don't want to do that, that's fine, and that's your life, and your soul live forever and ever, so you might decide to do it some other lifetime, but not this time. And I know people who just being they're miserable, and they say they want to change, but they just don't want to do it. But the thing is that if you stay the same in the norm, like safe area, you don't want to go out of the comfort zone, that's fine. It seems really calm. But when you compare to you who challenge yourself to do something different, you deal with those fears and you grow yourself, your happiness level is much higher, and your stress level it's low when you challenge yourself, because you're always constantly growing, versus the one that you stay in one spot, which actually takes a lot of energy out of you, because the earth's energy is going up and up. So when you go along with it, it's one way to go up. But when you resist, it takes a lot of energy to resist, to stay the same. So when you stay the same, it actually really drains a lot of energy to just sustain what it is, or where you're at. So it's better to just go along with this wave, to go up and grow yourself along with this wave of the high vibrations. So think about the fear from both sides to see which way you really want to do. Okay, see you next video.